I never spoke about Telugu people. But that is the rumor that these fraud gang DMK fellows have created. I don't know whether the DMK, I spoke about that fraud gang. I don't know if that fraud gang is Telugu or Tamil, because suddenly they become Telugu. Today they have become Telugu. Yesterday they, usually when they want Tamil votes, they will become Tamil. They will talk about Tamil pride and we are Tamil pride and all that. But they are not Tamil, because they are originally from Telugu land. They have come with the Telugu king and his entire retinue. This is the truth. But ippudu, just because I said they speak Telugu doesn't make them representative of all the Telugu people in the world. I have not talked, my family is also Telugu. I am not talking about them. I am talking about fraud Telugus. There are frauds in every community. Telugus are not in my statement at all. This is not about the people of Telangana. This is not about people of Andhra. This is not about Telugu diaspora around the world. This is about the frauds in Tamil Nadu. This is a Tamil Nadu political issue about DMK. So when DMK, please understand one thing. When DMK takes a local issue and takes it and goes and publicizes it in Telangana and Andhra, you must realize how malicious their strategy is. We as Brahmins have been experiencing this divide and rule policy for more than 60 years thanks to the DMK. Today, the Telugu people of the world got a taste of their lies. This is a lie, a defamation and a malicious false propaganda foisted not only on Kasturi but unfortunately also on the Telugu people of the world, and DMK should not be forgiven for twisting the respect of the Telugu people. I will not forgive them. Telugu people should also not forgive them. However, I will not ask forgiveness because the fault is with the people who gave you an absurd. You are Tamil, sir. You are Tamil. You know what I spoke. And you read the Telugu translation and you read the English translation, right? Did you find any similar points, any common points?
The official over here in DMK, even some of the parties over there just wanted to question out that, you have spoken about Telugu, only about Telugu people.
That is their politics. That is their politics.
So you are safeguarding Brahmins because you are not having a good debate.
Yesterday's conference, this is the thing. All these years, DMK's strategy has been anti-Hindu, anti-Brahmin and anti-Sanatani. And it has worked for them tremendously. They will say we are anti-Hindu, but they are all closet Hindus. They will say we are anti-Brahmin, but all their staff, family members, all are Brahmins. They will not, that kind of dual standards they have. They are hypocrites. They will say we are against Sanatanam. They will say it here. Once they cross the borders of Tamil Nadu, they will not say it. In India Alliance, never they spoke about it. Okay? So this is the kind of, they are the people who mocked the Tirupati Laddu controversy. Today, Kasturi is the scapegoat. 1 month ago, Mr. Pavan Kalyan was the scapegoat. So today it is about Brahmins because it has worked for them and Kasturi is a Brahmin. Today it is about Telugus because Kasturi has been accepted and openly flaunts her Telugu loyalty. So now, how do you character assassinate me? You have to say, she is talking nicely about you, don't believe her. I'm telling you the same thing. Do not believe the DMK. Nothing they say can be anything close to the truth. They can only indulge in propaganda. If they say the truth, that day they will disband.
So what about Udayanidhi? He's keep on talking about Sanatana and he's talking about Hindi.
No, he will say Hindi imposition. But Khelo India games happened in Tamil Nadu as Khelo India. He has so many options to go talk to Mr. Modi in person also. We get so many pictures of him. He will say ban NEET. He will say I'm against Hindi. I am also against Hindi imposition. I am also against any language being imposed on any proud society. I am very proud of Telugu. And I have said that in many interviews. But I am also very proud of Tamil. And I am very proud of Hindi also. I will be proud of Hindi in your place. I will be proud of Tamil in my place. When you come to my homeland, when you come to my house, please talk to me in my language. It is basic courtesy. And I say this of Odia or Telugu or Tamil. This guy will talk all these Hindi imposition stuff here. A lot of my parents, my father went to jail, got fail mark in Hindi because he was part of the anti-Hindi agitation. Whose future got spoiled? Not Mr. Stalin's. My father's future got spoiled, right? So these guys will talk here. All the talk is here. They will say, go back Modi. When Mr. Modi comes here, they will go, these are the first guys to go flower bouquets. They will call Nirmala Sitharaman madam. They will call her pickle mommy, right? Chutney mommy. Urgai mami in Tamil. This and all Telugu people should know. These guys base their entire politics, day-to-day politics on hate and lies. Today Kasturi is dorigipoyindi ante vere ledu. Nirmala Sitharaman is the first person they felicitate and go give and ask for, and then they will lie. They will lie about how much was given from the Center for the Flood Relief. They will lie about how much GST is being shared. Everything is a lie. I'm telling you, the day they speak the truth, I don't know, volcanoes will burst.
But till on a lot of issues are going on. Do you really feel there is no safety and dividend over there in Tamil Nadu for the Andhra and Brahmin people?
Have you ever had your religious symbols denigrated? My family members will tell you stories of it. In Tamil Nadu, where we pride ourselves on having an inclusive, secular people's fabric, where Muslim, Hindu, Bhai live alongside harmony with our Christian brothers, where Marwari community is one of the most successful community, the Brahmin community is denied basic lifestyle choices. If you want to be vegetarian, that's a problem. If you want to have a vegetarian tenant, that's a problem. If you want to have a tuft, they will cut it off. They will picturize you, they will portray you in movies as villains. They will call you pejoratives. They will call you, these words may not make meaning to you, Papa, Papati. Jayalalitha had to endure it. Who am I? Madam Jayalalitha had to endure their casteist harassment day in and day out. It is time to say enough. It is time. This time it's different because most of the dominant communities and many of the oppressed communities have seen the truth of what DMK is doing. They raise up, they fuel the fumes of the flames of animosity between communities, and using that they harvest votes. But they don't do anything for the people that voted for them. That is why yesterday's movement was powerful, and that is why my speech has scared DMK, and they are scared of me, and they want to at any cost destroy my credibility, and they want to start it from the people who love me most and the people that I love most, the Telugu Janalu of the world.